whether it be for a nuclear emergency or a nuclear apocalypse, natural disaster, or just for fun, MREs can fill the food source in that situation. In this, I'll tell you, or I'll discuss the history of MREs and how they have evolved over time, some personal favorites and some that you should look out for, as well as how to fully assemble an MRE so you know what you're doing next time you do. MREs or MREs as they are now, are somewhat of a new topic, as if we go back to the American Revolution, they did not have a standardized food source. They would have beef, pork, fish in a package, beef, pork, or fish in a package, flour or bread, cornmeal or rice, and rum or whiskey in a daily ration supply for the soldiers. These would evolve into World War I into more tins, as these would still be separate, but they would eat just normal meals. They would have tins of jam, jelly, that type of such, and they would have hardtack or crackers, and hardtack is essentially just hard crackers with no moisture, so just flour and water, maybe some salt. And besides the hardtack and the jam, they would have potatoes, some sort of meat, with canned meat with them, and that was their meal. In World War II, they would have something more like an MRE. They would have a C ration, a K ration, and a B ration. C rations were little tins of meat. There was 3 types of them. There is the meat and vegetable stew, meat and potato hash, and meat and something else. I forgive me, I don't remember. But they also had the K rations, which the K rations were just breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And these still all had meat in it, and that was the only reoccurring thing, as they had something for each meal of the day. The current ones, the MRE, they come in plenty of different menus, 1 through, I believe, 25. This here is number 8, and this is meatballs and marinara sauce. This is personally one of my favorites. It is one of the not as much bland ones, because they all are bland, but they get the job done. Now, to open it, they do have a seal. And if I can't get it open, I'll just use scissors. Yeah, I'll just use scissors to make it quicker. But you just pull it off, or undo it. You open it, and boom, another package. And so then open this one too. And then here is everything you get inside of it. It is a full meal for a full day. You can separate it out through the day, but within this you get a beverage packet, the heater, which I will not be using, as it does make a gas that you would want to do outside, because the gas gives off a spunny smell, a spoon, some sort of bread or crackers that comes in all of them. This is Italian breadsticks, a fruit juice. This is orange. There's fruit punch, grape, all that such. This is probably my least favorite one. A beef snack, and in all of them there is some sort of some sort of snack. There's cheese to go with the bread, and it is either cheese or peanut butter. And then there is the dessert, chocolate chip cookie, and that will usually be like Skittles, M&Ms. Not always a cookie, but got a cookie in this one. And then for the main meal, comes in the 2 green packages. And this is the garlic mashed potatoes, as well as the meatballs and marinara sauce. Now, when you do this, it also comes with the nutrition facts. But when you make an MRE, that you of course use a heater. I'm not going to use a heater. I'm eating it cold. Some prefer it that way, some don't. But you would tear it open, fill water to the water line, and then put the meal on one side. And then what I do is I put both of them in, heat them up at the same time. And this does get pretty hot, so caution. But this is how every MRE is done. And as well, as I did not mention, they come with an accessory packet. This has coffee, sugar, creamer in it. Some of them do. Some of them also have gum. This one does. All of them have toilet paper and towelettes and salt in it too. And then some do have matches, but I do not have that one. But to show you what an MRE looks like, because I'm going to throw that on the ground. I do have a World War I mess tin to show you. They would not use these now. They would not use something like this. They just use a cafeteria tray. But this is the meatballs and marinara. When you eat it, you want to make sure all of it is at one side so it doesn't spill out. And there are notches in it, so it is better to open. There we go. I should open the spoon. So, with the meatballs and marinara, this is what you'll expect with all of them. You may not be able to see it that well, but it is, a lot of them just do have red sauce. And it does not look appetizing with this, but oh yeah, it's somewhat like a Dairy Queen Blizzard. It just doesn't go out that well. But to show you better, this is the meatballs and marinara. As you see, there is meatballs in that. So, somewhat good. And it is. It is, you can very much taste the tomato sauce. And then another main meal, mashed potatoes. I'm not going to open it. It just looks like mashed potatoes. But as said, this is one of my more favorite or better meals I've had. But for the ones that you should avoid, there are, with this menu, this is the 2016 menu, there is one, and it is the menu 14. And menu 14 is the spinach, mushroom, and cream sauce fettuccine. It's just really bland. All of them are bland, but that one just no flavor. It's mush. There is, however, another one, and that is the 2000 menu with menu 6, and that is beef frankfurters, and that is considered absolutely horrible. I haven't tried it myself, but it just does not look good. It was given the name of the four fingers of death because the hot dogs in it just look like a finger, and they're just nasty. But with the favorites on the other side, my personal favorite are the two breakfast options, and these are the menu 6 and menu 17 and 20, which 17 is the maple pork sausage patty, which wonderful. It just reminds me of sausage. And menu 20, the hash browns, hash brown potatoes with bacon, peppers, and onions. And surprisingly, it comes out actually crispy. Very surprising. And considering it comes from a package and you had to heat it up with water. But before I end this, I do want to show you something interesting that you can do with the liquid packet. Or you might know it. But with the phone, you can go ahead and put it in, if mine will fit. Perfect fit. And then now it's essentially waterproof. Interesting little thing to do with that. But, so in this, I've talked about the history of MREs as well as the favorites and the ones that you should steer clear of, as well as how to, or what you should expect in an MRE before you get surprised and get something that you don't like. Thank you.